Yeah, that'll get you hyped up. I know it hasn't
That's
been long
right.
since we've had a race, like what, maybe 100 days or something like
Yes,
that.
yeah,
But
yeah.
ooh, that is good to hear. But yeah, let me introduce us. I'm Wes. This is Cody. I'm sure you know that by now. We're in episode 14. Going to do something a little unique here. We're going to break down the Daytona 500, and we're going to have a couple of segments tonight. So really interesting. Want to lead with starting our NCAA pool that's going to pay out every single game of the tournament. Everybody loves it. It's $100 a square, and you have a chance for your name on one of the boxes. We're going to give away 2 boxes here, and Cody's going to tell you how you can do that.
Yes, way you can get in and win in a box is if you like on Instagram or Instagram page, Fresh Cuts Podcast. Also, we're on TikTok now, and if you like our post on TikTok, that will also get you in one entry. If you share any post on Facebook, Instagram, whatever social media platform, one of our posts, and you tag us in it, that will be a 2 entry in the hat to win a square for the big March Madness pool. So it's a lot of money's online. It's a lot of fun. We get into it. Wes has been doing it for a long time, even before I started here in the barbershop.
Before you were born.
So it's a lot of fun. So very looking forward to it. So make sure, remember, like is 1 entry, and then sharing or subscribing to our YouTube channel is a second, or is 2 entries into the pool.
Yeah, that's great. So definitely want to do that. We got 3 shows coming up here, so you can do it to each one of the shows. Going to jump right into the to the Super Bowl of NASCAR here, starting off this weekend. I think it's Sunday, and got a lot of new storylines. You know, kind of going to try to put that dirty lawsuit that happened, a little bit of a black eye to NASCAR. We're going to put that in the past, and we're going to look forward to the new way that the race is going to finish up. Cody, you want to explain that to some of the fans out there, how we're going to do away with the old system?
Yeah, so the old playoff system was it had about 10 races at the end of the season, which was your playoff races, about 10 to 12, and they broke it up into about 3 sections. And pretty much you win and you're in. And so you could have had a guy who the whole regular season not even be that great of a driver, sneak into the playoffs and win a couple races, and then he'll win the championship. And so, which was just crazy because it's all about the regular season. You got to do something. And so they went back to the old way, and they call into the chase now, in which is going to be based off a point system. And so if you win 10 races in the regular season, by the time it comes to they're moving back to Florida and Homestead,
race, right?
That's right. So no more Phoenix, where there was hardly nobody there for the championship race. They're going to be in nice sunny Florida for Homestead at the end of the year for the championship, and it's going to be pretty much a bunch of drivers on the line.
Yeah.
And so instead of just 4 guys, and then everybody else just not doing anything. And so really excited about that, going back to the old way, getting rid of the playoff system. But it all starts this Sunday, one of the biggest races of the year. This is the Super Bowl. This is the biggest race. This is to put your name and the legacy of the Earnhardt Seniors and the Richard Petty's of the world. I mean, this is your time to make a name for yourself. And so going into this race, what I'm looking forward to is Daytona. This is a super speed track, a lot of drafting, a lot of bumping. And when it comes to drafting, you got to make sure that you know how to control it, because you're from the front of the pack, you're going to get pushed like crazy. Same thing in the middle of the pack. And so you got to try to make sure that you're also with your teammates. Watching this race on Sunday, you're going to see a lot of Fords with Fords, Chevys with Chevys, Toyotas with Toyotas. And so you're going to see a lot of people sticking with their teammates with pit stops and drafting. And so it depends on who your favorite driver is, or who you got, or whatever. That's going to be depending on how they place, is who's your teammates in this.
Yeah, Yeah, I totally agree. There's plenty of storylines here. I think there's a 19-year-old that's going to be in this. They just did. I think is Bush has got the pole. Did
That's
he
right.
qualify number
Yeah,
one?
Kyle Busch.
So that's kind of neat. You've got Byron with an opportunity for 3 in a row. I don't know if that's happened. It was probably when Richard Petty was driving a space shuttle
in a row
around there. So I don't know about y'all, but I'm not the biggest race fan. Cody's going to kind of take over the race segment this year, but I haven't been this excited for the race season since the early Nextel Cup and all of that. And that's in the early to mid 2000s. So got a lot of storylines here. There's plenty of people that have a chance to win, but I personally, I guess I'm a little stitious, as Michael Scott would say, but I heard somebody a young man brought up that he was a Kyle Busch fan, and I was thinking in my head, maybe he's got one more in him. And so I've been thinking Kyle Busch all week since, I guess, Tuesday when he came in, and then he gets the pole. So I'm going Kyle Busch to win this race. I know the odds are really good, so I don't know. I might be a dummy for saying it. I know he's a little long in the tooth, but he is wild, and he does well on these big tracks, so we'll see. Cody, I'm sure you got your own little spin on that, huh?
Yeah. I mean, the favorites right now is Joe Logano at plus 1,000. Right under him is also his teammate Ryan Blaney, and then also the back-to-back champ, the back-to-back Daytona 500 champ, William Byron, and under him is Kyle Larson, his other teammate. But I am also going with one of the older drivers myself, and that is Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin is my pick for this race. He's got a great team around with Joe Gibbs Racing, guys like Christopher Bell, and guys like Chase Briscoe. So I think the Toyotas will be strong in this racetrack. I think they're going to run real fast, and I am going Denny Hamlin for the Daytona 500 this Sunday.
Wow, that's bold too. We're going 2 older guys here. Would love to see the 3 in a row. I've never seen it. If it has happened, we'll have to check that later. But maybe if you guys get a chance, send us who you think is going to win the race, or maybe even give us a top 3. One of the things that I always like to bet on with this is a top 3 finish. Betting on the winner is really tough. Some of the road courses and stuff, you can kind of narrow it down. But in this, anybody can win. And so I'm looking forward to an exciting race. Hopefully we get some good weather. It dries up over there. And I don't know, is there one little storyline that you're looking at here, Cody? I mean,
it's going to be interesting to see if you get a guy that nobody's really talking about, some little small new guy.
The 19-year-old would be sweet.
Yeah,
I got to figure out that dude's name.
I remember one year Trevor Bayne won it, and that was just out of nowhere. You never even heard of the guy. And so it's going to be interesting to see, by the time, about 10 laps left to go, has the big one already happened, a big wreck, and there's only, you got a race field that starts with 45. There's you got 15 guys left or 12 guys left because there's been so many wrecks, and maybe that little guy can win. And so that's always so much fun because Daytona, anything can happen. You can literally have 3 laps left and go from 12th to 1st just because of the drafting. And so that's what makes Daytona 500 one of a kind.
Yeah, that's right. Connor Zilish is the young man's name. So yeah, I'll be looking for him to do well too. So that's our breakdown of the big Daytona 500. Let us know what you think. Put any of your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and share and subscribe. Cody, you want to send it off?
All right. Appreciate it, guys. Enjoy Sunday.
All right. See you.